Hi students, you know that the government has already issued the guidelines for calculating the results of PUC second year. So on the basis of that, you can prepare your own result sheet. Now let us see how you can do that. For that, you need to have your PUC mark sheet as well as your 10th standard mark sheet. So first, let us start with your 10th standard mark sheet. So if you look at your 10th standard mark sheet, first language of your languages part will be for 125 marks. The first duty is to convert this into 100 marks by multiplying it by 100 by 125, multiplying it with 100 and dividing it by 125. And in the whole calculation, what you need to remember is wherever we get 0.5, it will be converted into next number, or otherwise it will be before that. Okay, so now 89.6, 88 and 75, these are the three language marks. Okay, so now what you need to do is you need to select two highest numbers out of it. Now at this moment you can see it is 89.6 and 88. The next thing is to take the total of the two. Okay, so it will be 177.6, and now converting it into one subject by dividing it by 2, and now this will be converted into the average marks of the languages will be converted into 45 marks by multiplying it with 45 and dividing it by 100. So that gives me 39.96, which means it is 40. So this 40 will be entered as your language 1 and language 2 marks based on your 10th marks. Okay, now after completing this language part, the next is with the subjects. Now what you need to do is first you need to take the total of your subject marks. Now in this case it will be 80 plus 92 plus 75, which will be 247. And this 247 marks should be divided by 3 in order to get average marks per subject. And then this marks will be converted into 45 marks, which the board has fixed as criteria. Okay, so after doing that, whatever you get, now it is 37.05, it will be rounded off to 37, and these 37 will be your 4 subject marks. Hope you have understood this part. So this is regarding the SSLC board, that is state board marks. Now, if you are a CBSE, ICSE or a foreign student, if you have got your marks as per the grade, then behind your mark sheet or on the back of your mark sheet, like grades will be mentioned as the grade will indicate certain marks limits. For example, I have mentioned here A plus is 91 to 100. It means the minimum he may score between 91 to 100. At that time you need to take the maximum lower limit and upper limit, you need to divide it by 2. Whatever will be the average, that will be taken as that subject marks. So whichever subject it may be, and then later on it will be converted into 45 marks as we did with the languages and subject. So you need to do it for each subject. And then the same if it is CGPA. If it is CGPA, then what we need to do is the CGPA will be multiplied with 9.5, and whatever result will be there, that will be converted into 45 marks by multiplying it with 45 by 100. You can see a student who got 9 CGPA has been converted into 9 into 9.5, which will be 85.5, and 85.5 is rounded off to 86, and this 86 will be converted into 45 by 100, and it will be mentioned in the particular subject. Like if it is subject marks mention will be mentioned, and if it is language marks will be mentioned. Then coming to the PUC marks. Now I have already calculated it here so that it will be easy for you to understand. Now assume that these are your marks, like language 1, language 1, language 2, here language 1 and language 2 will be there, right? And so I will delete it. Then it will be subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, and subject 4 will be there. Now assume that you got 98, 88, 75, 65, whatever the marks are. These marks will be converted into 45 by 100, as you are seeing there. And when you convert it into into 45 marks, there will be some decimals, and then it will be rounded off. You can see 44.1 was converted into 44, 39.6 is 40, like that. You need to round off, and these marks will be taken as your PUC 1 marks. You need to remember this. See, I have pasted the values here. And once you're done with this, you need to add your PUC marks plus 10th marks. Okay, so hope you are able to see here. The next step will be to adding the PUC and 10th standard marks. Okay, so this will be 10th marks will be taken as out of 45, and PUC marks will be taken as out of 45, and whatever is the result, that will be added. And now the next 15 marks are given by your college. Okay, so the first 10 marks out of the 10 marks is for activities and attendance, that will be based on your previous tests and all, right? So it will be out of 10. So assume that your college gives you 10 only, assuming that you have performed well. Okay, and then there will be another 5 marks which will be given as grace marks to you. So out of that 5 also, if you get 5 out of 5 marks, then you can see your result sheet is ready. You need to take all these marks and you need to take the total, and that total should be multiplied with 6 and divided by 100 in order to, should be divided by 600 and multiplied by 100 in order to get the percentage. So the percentage will be 90.33. So this is how easily you can prepare your own mark sheet, right? So once again, let me explain you the steps for state board students. First, to take your SSLC marks. First, 125 marks language should be converted into 100 marks. Then out of the 3 languages, select the best 2 language marks and convert it into 100 and convert it into then 45. So that's what we did, divided by 2, and then we multiplied with 45 by 100. And then take the subject marks total, take their average and multiply it with 45 by 100. And there will be your subject marks based on the 10th standard. So you can see 40, 40, 37, 37, 37, and PUC also we have entered here. How we calculated PUC? Take all the marks, like 2 languages and 4 subject marks, and you convert each mark into 45 by 100, and then you round them off, and then they should be here in your result sheet. And then 10 plus 5 marks, 10 marks will be for activity and attendance, and then grace marks, which will be given by your teachers for your attentiveness and all. So that will be so totally 15 marks will be awarded by your college. So then you need to take the total and then percentage. So you can see the percentage is total 90.33 percentage. So like that, you can put your numbers here and you can ascertain the result. Hope this video has helped you, and if it has helped you, then please like this channel and subscribe. Thank you very much.